Gentrification is Inevitable, and Other Lies. Written by Leslie Kern. Narrated by Parmida Vand. Dedication. In loving memory of my father, a gentle and generous man. Acknowledgements. Thank you to Amanda Crocker, my editor at Between the Lines, for your constant encouragement and insightful feedback at every stage of this project. Leo Hollis at Verso has also been tremendously supportive and thoughtful about the orientation of this book. A huge thanks to the staff of both of these independent presses, who do amazing work behind the scenes in design, editing, and marketing. Nadine Ryan provided outstanding copy editing services, and any remaining errors are my own. Thank you to the Mi'kmaq, on whose lands I have been a guest since 2009. I am honored to have had the opportunity to live, work, and learn in the territory of Mi'kma'ki during the writing of this book. I am grateful for colleagues who I also consider friends, such as Winifred Curran, whose own research and willingness to collaborate have uplifted this and other projects of mine. Michael Fox took a chance on hiring a non-geographer into a geography department and fought to keep me there. Roberta Hawkins has patiently waited for my work on this book to end so I can return to our work together. My friends have been my biggest cheerleaders, and despite distance, a pandemic, and the roller coaster of life, they remain a great joy in my life. Jennifer Kelly, Chris Weinkoff, Catherine Krupix, Sarah Gray, Christina Izquierdo, Michelle Mendez, Katie Hazlitt, Jane Dryden, Shelley Collette, and Lisa Dawn Hamilton. Thank you to my family for always encouraging me to go far in my career and in life. Dale Kern, Ralph Kern, Josh Kern, Jeff Dunn, Kathy Saunders, Charmaine Peters, and my grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins. My daughter, Maddie, continues to inspire me to hopefully inspire her. My partner, Peter, keeps me grounded with his unfailing love and care. Thank you all. 1. Gentrification is. I used to live in a West End Toronto neighborhood called the Junction. Carved up and isolated at the junction of intersecting railroads, its industrial history was tangible in the sounds and smells drifting from rubber, paint, and meatpacking factories. Today, on a hot afternoon, some of those smells might waft along, but they are competing with the scents emanating from upscale cafes and vegan bakeries. I know it is a cliche to talk about how gritty your neighborhood once was, but there is a reason why we are all tired of this narrative. So many of our neighborhoods are being remade before our very eyes. What I witnessed in the Junction is part of a set of changes to the places and communities that have, historically, made cities special, made them interesting, made them sites of protest and progress. These changes have come to be called gentrification. And this is a book about the struggle to keep gentrification from steamrolling over everything many of us hold dear about city life. Despite having lived in and around Toronto for over 20 years, I had never heard of the Junction before I moved there in 2000. It was an odd place, a dry, no-alcohol-served neighborhood from 1904 to 1998. Its location next to Toronto's historic stockyards had attracted immigrants from Malta, Italy, and Poland to work in the meat industry. Active industrial sites and meat processing plants sat next to abandoned factories and vacant lots, just blocks from the decidedly utilitarian offerings along the main commercial strip. Blockbuster Video, a discount grocery store, and the post office were some of the only retail spaces that I, as a graduate student and new mom, was likely to access. The pawn shops and strange overabundance of upholstery repair places were less appealing destinations. What we did have were higher than average rates of air pollution, parks with discarded needles, and a largely forgotten working-class, low-income immigrant population. I say largely forgotten because unlike other Toronto neighborhoods, stigmatized for drug use, homelessness, sex work, or crime, the Junction rarely made the news. It was not a place imagined as other or frightening. It was not imagined at all by those who lived outside the railroad triangle. When I was looking for affordable apartments, all of the Junction listings called the area High Park North, evoking the stately neighborhood and beautiful park to the south. It was a creative piece of nomenclature, designed to mask the fact that High Park, it was not.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?